Hello, my name's Darren Morley. I'm the training manager for Dial-A-Cab and I'm going to talk you through the new terminal. First things first, the new terminal, the functionality is very similar, but there are some differences which I'm now going to talk you through. The first one being when you're going to work first thing in the morning and you're turning or in the afternoon and you're turning your terminal on. There is no power. The power button is now in the left. As you're looking at the terminal, it's in the left-hand corner at the back of the terminal. You just need to press it. The green light will appear at the top of the screen, and then you'll see the Dial-A-Cab image appear on the screen. Terminal will boot itself up. You'll then come to the sign in on screen. One of the major differences between this terminal and the old terminal is that this terminal uses mobile data, GPRS, on the O2 network, which means no longer will you have to wait to get into signal range to sign in. So long as you've got a mobile signal, you will be able to sign in anywhere in the UK. You can tell whether your terminal is connected to the network by the little green tick which is in the right hand corner of your screen. Whenever you send information to the host, you will notice that the screen will change and there will be a little spinner that shows that the information is being sent to the host. Once the host has received the information, you will receive a little green tick to show that you're connected and that information has been received, and you will also get information along the bottom line as well. If the information is not sent within 20 seconds, then the terminal, the spinner will change to amber and it will resend the information. If it doesn't receive that information after a further 20 seconds, then after that you will then get an exclamation mark and you will need to resend the information. So one of the new features on this terminal is the navigation tabs, which are designed to enable you to move between a number of different pages on the terminal quickly and efficiently. So currently we have the sign in tab for you to actually put your badge number in and sign in. You can view the map even though you're not signed in by pressing the map tab. You can press the nav tab to use the satellite navigation, and you can press the settings to change the settings on your screen. The settings are slightly different to what they are on your current terminal. We have 3 tabs. The first one enables you to change the colour of your terminal screen. So just as it is at the moment, you can press the foreground and select your foreground and press the background and then select the colour of your background. You will note that you get a preview of that along the bottom line. To save that information, you just click the save button. On this screen also you have an auto brightness facility. When the auto box is ticked, the screen will adjust itself depending on the time of day. So it will be brighter during the day, and so that it's not so bright in your cab at night, it will turn the brightness down automatically. If you prefer to have one setting, day or night, all you need to do, untick the auto box, and then using the slider that's on your screen, adjust the brightness of your screen to your preferred setting. Once you've got the setting that you require, you then just press save to save the settings. The next tab is the audio tab, and the audio tab is designed for you to adjust the volume on your terminal. The first one is the master volume, and that is the volume for all settings on your terminal, and you can adjust them once again by using the slider. You'll note as you adjust the slider, it will give you a sample of the volume. If you would like to mute it completely, all you need to do is press the speaker and it will put an X up, and that shows that the volume is muted. To turn it back on, at the setting that you had it before, just press the speaker again and that will turn it back on. You can also adjust the volume of your click on your screen. So if you like the click on your screen and you can also adjust the volume on there as well. If you'd like to turn the click off, then you can just press the speaker and again that will mute the click on your screen. The final button, the final slider along the bottom is the other volume, which basically controls the volume to any other sounds that are on the screen other than the actual key click. For instance, when you're given a trip offer, there will be an alert sound and it will give you a preview once again of that. And again, it's totally adjustable to whatever volume you would like to actually set it at. Once again, you will get a preview. Once you're happy with the set volumes on your terminal, you can then just flick out of that and it will save those settings in the terminal. The last tab is the Options tab, and the Options tab gives you the choice of a screensaver timeout. So this terminal is fitted with a screensaver, and after a certain number of minutes it will go into sleep mode. You can adjust this just by pressing the plus and the minus button. So you can see I've set this here for 6 minutes. So after 6 minutes, my terminal will go to sleep into a screensaver mode. To bring it out of the screensaver mode, all I need to do is just touch my screen and that will bring the screen back to life. Once you've set your screensaver timeout at the correct setting, all you need to do is just press the save button, which is in the right hand side of your screen as you're looking at it, and that will save those settings. So we're now going to sign in to your terminal. So signing in is the same as it was before. You just need to ensure that once again this system still requires 6 digits, so you will need to put a 0 and then your badge number. If you make a mistake, there is a backspace button there, which enables you to flick back one figure at a time. If, however, you want to clear the whole of what you've inputted in, there is a clear button there as well, which you can get rid of the whole of what you've inputted. So remember, put your 0 in, then your badge number, and then we're going to press the sign on key. Once you're signed in, again, just like on your current terminal, you will get your name and your badge number appear on the screen. Once again, just to remind you as well that the tabs, now that you're signed in, the same tabs are also available on this screen as well. So again, we have the trip details are on the first page, first tab, and then on the second tab we have map, and then the next tab navigation, and then settings again. Now that I'm signed in, you will notice that you've got your badge number appeared at the top of the screen, and if there are any new messages, they will appear at the top there. So it will say messages at the top, new messages at the top there, and it also got a reject counter to count the number of trips that you've rejected in primary zones. Remembering that you have a total of 3 rejects. Once you reject your 4th trip, you would be placed at the back of the queue. A couple of things to note about when you're booking into a zone. Firstly, now you can see exactly where you are from the GPS on your screen. So for instance, if you're booking into E14 at night and you're not sure whether you're in the E14 area, the location is shown just here on the right hand side of your screen. When you book in, you just press the booking button as you did before, and then you just enter in the postal zone district that you wish to book into. So in this case, I'm going to book into Southwest 1 East, and then press the send button. I then get a queue position along the bottom. So my queue position in SW1 East is number 1, but also it shows that I'm booked in along the top on the status line, and it shows me my queue position SW1 East number 1. So currently I'm number 1 in SW1 East. If I want to carry out a zone query, you still press the screen on the lined area as before, and then you just press the zone that you wish to look at. So for instance, if I look at zone 2, so you can see at the moment in SW1 East, there's no trips, but there's one cab, which is me, that's booked into that particular area. One of the changes that we've made on this particular screen is that the zone query no longer updates automatically. So if you want to know currently what the state is in a particular area, you just need to press the zone button again to get an update. So for instance, if I now want to see what's happening in zone 2, I just press the zone 2 button again, and I will get a tick come back, and you'll see it says along the bottom here, zone broadcast page 2 received at 16:50. So we know that we've now had an update of what's going on in that area. The reason for not continuously updating is because we are now using mobile data. Each time we're sent information, if we were continuously sending information, the cost would be very high to Dialer-Cab. So all you need to remember is just to update whenever you want an update, just press the zone button and it will give you an update straight away. When you're offered a trip, again, you get an accept and a reject. On this terminal, you no longer need to press the accept or reject twice. Instead, you will press either accept or reject. When you press accept, you will get a pop-up box that asks you to confirm that you want to accept the trip. So you'll see it says yes or no. You then press either yes or no. If you press yes, you will then have accepted the trip. Again, you'll notice that the spinner appeared there and the green tick has now appeared, and you've now got your full trip details appeared on the screen. You also see on there as well that it will say job and the type of trip that it actually is. So you can see this is an account trip, so it shows an account trip, and it currently shows us our current location. On this terminal, you will see also that there is a page 2 button on this particular trip, and just as with the current terminal, if you don't read the page 2, the system will not let you press the arrival button. So ensure whenever you see the page 2 button there, just press the page 2 button, read the instructions that are on this particular trip, then you can press the page 1 button to take you back to the trip details and the customer's details on there. Once you will obviously put your meter on, as you do at the moment, and once you're outside, just press the arrival or the park button depending on your location. Once you've pressed the arrival time, again you will notice the spinner will appear briefly, and then the green tick will confirm that we've received that information that you're outside, and you will receive an acknowledgement along the bottom line there. If you're required to do an advise arrival, then you will still need to press the advise button, and you just press the advise button. Again, the spinner will appear. and a green tick will appear and it will say request received by host. As with the current terminal, you can press the bottom line here on the acknowledgement line and it will list all of the previous messages that you've received on that bottom line. Once the passenger's on board, you just press the on board button. Again, the green tick will confirm. You still have the option once again to do a soon to clear into the zone that you're going to. So you can press soon to clear. In this case, we're clearing into Northwest 1 East. And then press send. At the end of the journey, you would stop your meter as normal, press the clear job button, and then to send through, again, it's no longer two presses. You press the send button once, it will confirm the meter fare. So this is at the point you check to make sure that your meter fare is correct, and then you press the OK button and that will clear that last job. You can see that we've now cleared that trip, and now we can press the clear all button to get rid of all the information. One other thing to show you is on general code. Previously, because obviously we had a smaller screen, this screen's obviously larger than the previous screen that we had. When you press general code now, you will notice that all of the general code buttons are just on one page. So there's no longer two pages. All of the buttons are exactly the same as before, and the layout has remained the same, but all of the buttons are just now on one page. So that's a brief introduction to the terminal. If you have any problems, then please contact the driver's line and they'll be able to help you.